Hi, this is Tuman Aditya from Lighthaven. Today we are going to be going over how to twirl a stick or a sword in Kali. First we need to understand why we twirl our sticks or our swords. Now don't worry, I'm going to be keeping the why short, but understanding the why is directly going to affect your ability to master this movement. The first reason is to improve our wrist strength, our wrist flexibility, as well as our wrist dexterity, which is really important in keeping injuries away and allowing us to do some of the more complicated or flowery movements within the art. The next is coordination. We get a lot of coordination benefits from working on exercises built around twirling. The next is to do with entries and how I'm going to get past his weapon to strike a more vital area. Now you have two major types of entries. You have contact entries and non-contact entries. I'm going to be showing you two easy ways where twirling is used for contact and non-contact. So the first is Riju is just going to be feeding me angle 1 and angle 2 fluid. So he's giving me angle 1, angle 2 fluid. I use the twirl as a fake and then I cut that hand. One more time. Angle 1, angle 2, twirl fake, and then I come back with a plucking thrust. So both of them are twirls and I'm coming back with another twirl. The next one is again Ritu is going to be giving me an angle 1 and an angle 2, and this time I'm going to make a contact entry. So he goes angle 1, angle 2 fluid, now I go and that's my cut. So this time I twirled on the inside and using my contact cut that hand. For the sake of this video, we're going to be working that outside twirl. This is a really good place to begin. It's also an exercise that you can do and train solo to a high degree. It's also a good exercise to develop coordination drills. Like I said earlier, there are a whole bunch of coordination drills that can be done just from this outside twirling motion. It's also the twirling motion that I began with, and it also has a bunch of fighting applications. So because it's so versatile is why we're going to be starting with it. For the first drill to learn the twirls, we're going to start with our sticks and our forearms parallel to the ground. Our sticks are horizontal and we're just going to be making small circles. Now I like to use sort of rowing a boat analogy in this, and I want to think of I'm rowing in front, except my palms are facing up, my forearms are parallel to the ground, and I am making small circles, both sticks together towards the front. Being able to do this and then the reverse as well. So now I am reversing the boat. I am taking the boat backwards. Then we're going to again go forwards, except have one stick moving at a time. So instead of going together like we went first, we're going to have them alternate. So one stick is going to be moving forward at one time. Do this towards the front as well as towards the back. This is going to work that strength and flexibility and coordination of your wrists. Once you're comfortable with that, we're going to take our sticks and place them on our shoulders. Now we're going to go forward, both of them are going to make that same circle and then going down. The same circle we were making over here is going to be done now from our shoulders. So make the circle, go down. Try and not hit your dog. She just wants to stay here. And then come back up again with the reverse circle. So on the way down, I'm doing the forward circle. On the way back, I'm doing that reverse circle. From our shoulders, I make a forward circle, take it down. I like to have my sticks parallel to the ground. Some people will allow their tips to fall, that's fine, but I like my weapons facing my opponents at all times, so I'm going to have my stick parallel to the ground and then reverse, bring it up. For now, you can have the upper forward circles somewhere near your shoulders and the reverse circles down low, but eventually you want both circles to be sort of high or medium. Once you're comfortable with both, now we're going to do one at a time. So I'm going to take one stick down, bring it back up. One stick down, bring it back up. Down, up, down, up. And now I'm going to alternate. So I'm going to take one stick down. As this stick comes up, this stick is going to go down. Both still twirling. If you've been following the channel for a bit, you know how big a proponent of footwork I am. And you can add footwork into any stage or any progression of twirling that you're at. And so regardless of whichever progression you're at, whether it's a double stick going down together, whether it's just one stick going down and coming up, or whether you're alternating, you can add that into your ranging footwork, the single step and the double step. The first thing to look out for is the weight of your sticks. Now these are really heavy pipes and it took me many years of training to be able to twirl these without hurting myself. So the first thing to do is try and get sticks that are light enough that you can do this when you're not going to hurt yourself. It's always better to start lighter, and as you get stronger, you go heavier. The next thing to watch out for is not to open our hand. Now when I'm twirling, I don't want this happening. We twirl from our wrist and not by opening our hands. This is because if your stick makes contact or your sword makes contact with another weapon and your hands are open, you lose control and you lose grip on the stick. So we twirl whether outside or whether inside with our wrists, with our hands closed. There are some other styles of Filipino martial arts that do it with the hands open. That's fine. In Pikiti, we keep our hands closed. Before I go into the next tip, guys, if you are enjoying this content, our Patreon page is up. Your support means a lot. It helps us to continue creating content, continue running this school, especially in this pandemic time. So I'm going to leave a link to our Patreon channel down below. There's a bunch of exclusive content. If you are interested in any of that, please do consider supporting us further through the Patreon page. Thank you so much. One more small tip that helped me a lot, especially when I was working this alternate movement, is to focus on the stick that's coming up. So focus on the bottom hand that's coming up and let the top hand go on autopilot. So focus on the stick that's coming up, work that movement, and everything starts to get a little bit easier. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to add to the discussion, leave that in the comments down below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. A big thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support. To know more about our Patreon channel, check out the link I'm going to leave down below. Our online classes are up and running. Our residential program is up and running. To enroll for either of them, check out the email address I'm going to leave in the link down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.